Hello everyone and welcome to a new video of Firepower Threat Defense series. In this video, we are going to see how to configure dynamic routing protocol on this FTD, which is managed via FDM and between our internet gateway router. Okay, so first protocol we are going to see is EIGRP. And why EIGRP? You will know once I have logged in here. So you can see in order to configure the routing, you have to go here. And then in this, you see, do you have an option of RIP? No, you cannot configure RIP from here. So we will start configuring with the EIGRP. Okay. But before we do that, you see, we are in the default VR as of now. We can configure multiple VRs. If you click there, this box here, okay, and this also have explanation how does really the VR stuff works. So these are three protocols: BGP, OSPF, EIGRP, and ECMP traffic zones are available in default VR. Now let's create a custom VR. Okay, let me create a custom VR. I'll type it a custom VR. Okay, I can add some interfaces to it. Let's add one interface or not add any interface because we just want to see it, nothing else. I'll just create. Okay, name is invalid, so just give it underscore here. So my new VR is now created. If I go inside this VR and if I see what I have availability, I have static, BGP, OSPF, and ECMP. I left out with EIGRP. I cannot do EIGRP. Okay. If I go in here again, and yeah, I'm in that. Just let me go back from custom VR. These are the two VRs available. And if I still click on the global VR, I have EIGRP available. So we are just gonna play in the global VR, okay, instead of going to the multiple VRs. So I'll delete the customer VR, which we created. I wanted to name it as custom, but it got named as customer. No problem. So we are back onto the global VR. Now let's configure EIGRP. So this is the configuration that I already did on the router for the EIGRP. You can see AS number is 10 for the EIGRP, and then these two networks are participating, and this is the only interface that is not passive. Let's do the config of EIGRP here. In order to configure EIGRP here, we need to create a EIGRP object first. Okay, let's give it a name, EIGRP 10. Okay, description, we can say internet, sorry, we can say EIGRP with internet gateway 2. Okay, now let's first configure the autonomous system number. In order to configure it, you need to click on this green, and then it becomes a, you can type. Okay, basically it becomes a typable field. Now let's do show disabled. So it will show you all the configuration which is available other than that. And set up EIGRP configuration. You want to go with the, advanced, move it advanced so that you can see more options in there. Okay. Auto summary. I don't want auto summary, so I'll just keep the minus sign here. Sorry, plus sign here, which means this command is not enabled. Which then command goes greater. The commands which are enabled will have a minus sign, which means these can be moved out right now and enabled currently. Default metric we do not need. Log enable adjacency changes are fine. Log neighbor changes are fine. And then yeah, we need networks. Okay, what networks we want to participate in the IGRP? Click here, and then we want our LAN network to participate, which is this, and we want one more network to participate. But how do you do that? Click here, select duplicate, and then go in there. I do not have a network for that, so I will create one. Okay, so n underscore 172.16.10.0 underscore 24. Let's select that one here. Okay, so these two networks are participating. And in terms of, I wanted to see one more thing. Just give me a minute. Configure routing interface parameters. Okay, I need to first enable this command, and then I would say, yeah, routing interface is active. Now it says all interfaces right now are packed, I would say passive, so no interface will respond to EIGRP on those. But I need one interface to not to be passive, and that is outside two. So on outside two, I have EIGRP. You can configure static neighborship and default information in ALS and default information in ACL. These are basically access control lists you can set up here, and then for the out as well, and then filter rules, and then any other distribution you want. But right now, the commands which are with the minus are only configured. So this is configured, advanced is configured, we have default distances, we have log neighbor changes, we have these two networks participating. All interfaces are default other than this one, and that's it. I'll hit OK. Now, if I want to see my configuration, I'll edit this, and this is my configuration. And if I show disabled, then it shows all the configuration. Now, what I have to do is I have to deploy this configuration. Okay, it's being deployed. While it is being deployed, I want to check something in the policies because my interface is part of outside zone. So inside zone to outside zone, the things are fine. Okay, but there should be no NAT rule because I want to show the routing. Okay, inside to outside only is a NAT. Perfect. So my router should have, once my EIGRP comes up, there should be a route here. Okay, coming via EIGRP, that will be for 10.0.0.0/24. Okay, EIGRP isn't up yet. Show IP EIGRP neighbors. So there is no neighbor as of now. Show run. Yeah, because deployment is going on. The router. Okay, configuration is this. Yeah, see, neighbor is up. Our firewall is now up as a neighbor. So if I do show IP route, I should have a route for 10.0.0 coming via dual, which is the EIGRP. Okay. Now, if I check the routing of the firewall as well, I'll go to device, go to routing. Now, suppose I want to see the routing. Okay, show route. If you go here, commands and select show routes, it will show you all the routes you have. See, we have a route for 3.3.3. So this is another way how to check the routes without going to the CLI. Okay. So yeah, my EIGRP is up and I am good. Now let's do a ping pong to 3.3.3 while I'll go to the monitoring events and then I'll enable debug IP ICMP. Okay. Now let's ping from our VPC and see if we are able to ping 3.3.3 or not. Just give me a second. I need to change the appearance of the VPC. Okay. So let's do show IP. Okay, IP is fine. Ping 3.3.3. 3.3.3 working fine. Okay. You see it is working fine and it can see the real IP address, which means EIGRP route is working fine. That's what I wanted to show you guys. Let's see if any events have come. Ah, sorry. I have a filter on there. Let's move it to 3.3.3. Yeah. See, ping pong. Perfect. Going to outside too. So that's it for this video. And I'll see you in the next video where we are gonna do the same with the OSPF. Until then, have a good day and keep learning.